Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am doing one more Valentine's Day cake before Valentine's Day. And this one I am also giving away to a family, and you will see the vlog at the end for that. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can help support this wonderful cause. And like my video, share my video. This video makes people happy and love to see good things happening in the world. Anyway, here I'm just stacking my layers and doing buttercream in between. If I'm smiling, it's because my husband is talking to me and saying silly things on purpose because I'm filming. Okay, and as you guys can probably tell, as I'm adding each layer, I'm kind of moving them so that way it's even and not one layer, like right here, not one layer is hanging over one side. So you have to constantly spin the cake and just check for that because it's really hard to do that when the buttercream is already on and it's just a disaster. So I'm just going to make sure everything is even. Then I'm going to do a crumb coat, chill it in probably the freezer because it's faster, 10-15 minutes, and then I will take it out and then do the clean coat on top of it. And here I'm filling in all those holes with the dirty buttercream, which is the buttercream that has crumbs in it already, because that buttercream isn't going to be seen once I add my final layer of buttercream. So I'm covering in all the holes and then smooth it out, cover holes again, smooth it out. So just repeating the process until I'm happy with the finish of it, and then I will put it in the freezer. just filling in any spots that need more buttercream and then smoothing it out again with my bench scraper. This cake is taller than I usually make them, so maybe I should get a longer bench scraper. So I think it's time for that. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep smoothing it out, make sure that I'm happy with that, and then we will move on to doing the top, smoothing out the top of the cake. Okay, we're gonna get to the top of the cake now. It's important to make sure, like as it just switched to this clip, to make sure that it is coming up above where you're going to make it smooth, if that makes sense. So to go all around the sides of the cake and then start smoothing out the top. You can just go over and over again, and if you need more buttercream, you can use more. But if you're doing chocolate ganache, it doesn't need to be perfect at the top because the chocolate ganache is going to cover it anyway. Okay, it is time to drip. So I did not time lapse this one because I wanted it to be in real time to show you how long it actually takes. I noticed that one spoon, this is like a regular spoon from the kitchen, one spoon full does like 2 drips, but then like that was the first time I filled up the spoon and that did 2, but now that the spoon is kind of already filled up, I just do 1 drip at a time and then get more. And it looks like that they aren't going to be very long, but trust me, once you come back around to your first one, it's going to be way long. They just drip so slowly, and if you don't want them to drip as long, make sure your cake is chilled. So the colder the cake, the shorter the drip. So this is a long process, doing the drips on the cake, so you just got to be patient. I wiggle the spoon up and down a little bit just to get it off because I'm impatient and I probably should be more patient with that, but whatever, it came out very nice. I think I'm happy with it. I will also do a video soon of how I make my ganache. I'm very bad at like following recipes. I kind of just wing everything, but I can do a video on that for you guys. So now I'm doing the top of the cake and I'm just adding a little bit more, and then just gonna smooth it all over the top. And and make sure that the whole top of the cake is covered. Okay, time for buttercream. I don't really know what these are called. They're just cute, and I just make sure I squeeze really hard, and then that's what it turns into. And move it up very slowly, and so I do 4, kind of like 4 corners, and then fill in 2 between. So total I do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. I do 12, I think. Just so it's even and I'm not like squeezing one into a spot that does not fit into. And now I'm doing the buttercream roses, and these I froze just so that way they were easier to work with and it was neater. But as I was touching them, they were kind of melting in my hand, so you just gotta like work fast with them. So now I'm doing the same thing at the bottom of the cake. I wanted to do it all the way around the cake, and I probably had enough for it. I just wasn't happy with the way all of the roses turned out. Some of them were a little sloppy, so I was picking and choosing which ones were my favorite. And so that's what I'm doing now. And so I just picked my favorite side of the cake and then chose that side to add the roses to. And I helped them stick with a little bit of white buttercream. So here I am adding these little golden ball sprinkles. The ganache is still tacky. I think it's always going to be tacky enough to stick sprinkles on it because I honestly did not do this right away. So I'm trying to be as random as I can, but at the same time as neat as I can. So I'm just going to do that all around the cake, and until I'm happy with it, I will do it. And actually, I think some of them I do 2 sprinkles, some of the drips I do 1, some of them I do 3. It's like 3, 2, and 1. And that's just because I want like all angles to have those gold sprinkles, because we're going to have gold at the top of the cake eventually. cookies. I'm going to show you guys pictures at the end of how these cookies turned out. They're just sugar cut out cookies with royal icing, and then I painted them with a mixture of food coloring and like alcohol, and you can't taste alcohol or anything, it just makes it into like a paint. So I wanted a watercolor look for them, and I'm just positioning them, and I stuck them in there with some white buttercream so they can stand up straight. And then I painted the cookie part around the royal frosting with gold, like luster dust paint mixed with alcohol. And I thought that added a really, really pretty touch. The gold made it pop, and I was so happy. Wednesday cake, and I'm here to give it away at Family Promise in Salem, Oregon. So this is another vlog of me just walking up there and giving it away. Thank you so much for watching. Every week when I do this, it means a lot to me and probably a lot to other families. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys watching so much. Have a happy Valentine's Day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I thank you for all of your support all the time. Bye guys.